when you get something like 90% of the media's coverage is negative, and we know how powerful media is. This then translates into ordinary people. For them, this is what Islam is, this is what Muslims are, and this is what's exactly distorting this whole image, and it's having a huge consequences for the Muslims themselves. So I think there is an issue with the media, and media needs to be aware of this, and they need to really look at the wider responsibility. Look at their own culture, because I don't think that's healthy.
I come from a land, from a faraway place, where the caravan camels roam, where they cut off your ear if they don't like your face. It's barbaric, but hey, it's home.
We hear a lot of news about terrorism at the moment, and that's purely because there is a public interest in the story.
News reports newsworthy events, that's what it means. It's something unusual. So when the news is reporting things that are unusual, but that's the only time that Muslims appear in the news, it is very easy for people to associate Muslims with terrorism.
Tabloid papers get splashed across social media, and then the whole of the media gets tainted, or if there's one incident that happens, the whole of the media gets tainted with the same brush.
The media in some areas is portraying Muslims as they are in everyday life, but if all you consume is the news and you don't watch that stuff, and if you don't live with Muslims or know Muslims or have Muslim friends, you may think that all Muslims, you may associate that with what you see in the newspapers or see on the news. Now, is that the fault of the media, or is that your fault for not being able to tell the difference?
Specifically on the Muslim point, the impact that's having on community relations, and the impact it's having also on the Muslims, because many of them are retreating and even becoming more conservative. It's a situation which also minority communities go through. If you pile pressure on them, they retreat to their own safety.
You don't want to have another person die for what they represent, for them just living their lives.
Mohsin Ahmed, he could have been anybody. He could have been anybody peacefully going about his business, and he was killed.
And I know many people do actually blame the media for creating that perception, or some sectors sectors of the media for creating that perception, negative perception of Muslims, which leads people to associate terrorism with Muslims.
The media has an important role to play, and there are some parts of the media that I believe are irresponsible and who make the situation worse.